What if I told you that a man who once had nothing, not even a pair of shoes, later became a millionaire? What if I told you that this man was once a beggar, sitting by the roadside every single day, waiting for people to drop a few coins into his dirty bowl? Would you believe it? Today I will tell you the story of a beggar who became a millionaire. It is not just a story. It is a lesson for life. A lesson that can change how you see yourself, how you see money, and how you see your future. So sit back, listen carefully, and watch until the end, because the secret inside this story may also change your own life. His name was Rahim. Rahim lived in a small town. But in that town he was not respected. People called him the beggar. Every morning he sat under the same tree, near the busy marketplace. He held a rusty tin bowl in his hand. Sometimes he whispered, "Please give me some food. Please give me some coins." Most people ignored him. Some threw a coin without even looking at his face. Children laughed at him. Shopkeepers chased him away. Rahim felt invisible. He felt useless. Every night, when he went to sleep under the cold sky, he thought, maybe this is my fate. Maybe I was born to be poor. Maybe nothing will change. But deep inside, a small voice whispered, life cannot stay like this forever. Something must change. One hot afternoon, Rahim sat as usual under the tree. He was hungry. He had not eaten since yesterday. A rich-looking old man walked past him. The man was wearing a clean white robe. He had a kind smile. Rahim stretched out his bowl and said, "Please sir, just one coin." The old man stopped. He looked directly into Rahim's tired eyes. Instead of giving money, he asked a strange question. "Why are you begging?" Rahim was shocked. Nobody had ever asked him that. He answered, "Because I have nothing. No family, no home, no skills. If I don't beg, I will die." The old man shook his head slowly. He said, "No. You are not begging because you have nothing. You are begging because you believe you have nothing. The truth is, you still have something." Rahim frowned. "What do I have? Look at me. I am dirty, hungry, and weak." The old man smiled again. "You still have 2 hands. You still have 2 legs. You still have a mind. That is more than enough. Stop begging. Start using what you already have. That is the key to your freedom." Then, without saying more, the man walked away. Rahim could not sleep that night. Those words kept repeating in his mind. You still have 2 hands. You still have a mind. That is more than enough. He argued with himself. Maybe the old man was just joking. But what if he was right? What if I can do more than this? The next morning, instead of sitting under the tree, Rahim stood up and walked into the market. He asked a fruit seller, "Sir, can I help you carry these baskets?" The seller laughed. "You? The beggar? You are too weak." But Rahim insisted, "Let me try. I don't want money. Just give me some food." The seller agreed. Rahim carried the heavy baskets. His arms hurt. His legs shook. But he did it. The seller gave him a small bunch of bananas. That was the first time Rahim earned food by working, not begging. And that night, when he ate the bananas, he felt something new inside him. He felt pride. The next day Rahim returned. He helped another seller. Then another. People were surprised. "This beggar is working," they whispered. In exchange he got fruits, bread, sometimes a few coins. Every day he worked a little more. Every night he slept with a little more hope. One day a shopkeeper gave him a small coin and said, "You are strong now. Why don't you buy some goods and sell them yourself?" Rahim thought about it. With the few coins he had saved, he bought a basket of roasted peanuts. He walked through the streets shouting, "Peanuts? Fresh peanuts." At first people laughed at him. Some mocked, "The beggar is now a seller." But Rahim ignored them. That day he sold all the peanuts. And when he counted the coins in his hand, he realized he had earned more in one day than he ever got from begging in a week. Life was not easy. Selling peanuts meant waking up early, walking long distances, facing rejection when people said no. Sometimes his peanuts got spoiled. Sometimes children stole from him. Sometimes rain ruined his day. There were moments when Rahim felt like giving up. Maybe I should just go back under the tree. Begging was easier. But then he remembered the old man's words. You still have 2 hands. You still have a mind. That is more than enough. So Rahim kept going. Week after week. Month after month. He went from selling peanuts, to selling fruits, to selling small household goods. Slowly he was no longer seen as the beggar. Now people called him the seller. One evening Rahim was packing up his goods. A businessman from another town noticed him. "Young man," he said, "I see you working hard every day. Would you like to work in my shop? I will pay you fairly. Rahim accepted. In the shop he learned how to manage money. He learned how to deal with customers. He learned how to keep records of buying and selling. After 2 years, Rahim had saved enough to start his own small shop. He sold rice, oil, and spices. Business was slow at first, but he used the lessons he had learned. Step by step, Rahim grew his shop. One shop became two. Two became five. Soon, Rahim owned a chain of shops across the town. Years passed. The same Rahim who once begged under the tree now owned houses, shops, and land. People no longer mocked him. They respected him. Children who once laughed at him now pointed and said, "That is Rahim, the rich man." Shopkeepers who once chased him away now begged to work with him. Rahim had become a millionaire. But he never forgot his past. Every month he gave money to the poor. He built a shelter for beggars. And whenever someone asked, "How did you become rich?" he always repeated the words of the old man. I stopped believing that I had nothing. I realized I already had something. 2 hands, a mind, a will to try. That was enough. So, my friend, what can we learn from Rahim's story? Your mindset shapes your life. If you believe you are powerless, you will remain powerless. But if you believe you have something, even a little, you can grow it. Small steps matter. Carrying one basket of fruit was the beginning of a new life for Rahim. Small actions lead to big results. Hardship is part of success. Rain, rejection, failure. Rahim faced them all. But he kept going. That is why he became a millionaire. True wealth is not just money. Rahim became rich not because of coins, but because of his mindset, discipline, and belief in himself. If a beggar can become a millionaire, what about you? What excuse do you have? Remember, you still have 2 hands. You still have a mind. That is more than enough. The next step is yours.